Coach, what just happened? 8 goals to nothing in the last quarter, 45 points down at three-quarter time, and we've won.
Whatever we're on, we'll stay on it.
Oh, I reckon so.
Yeah, it was a wonderful moment in the rooms, wasn't it?
Oh, it was.
Yeah. And it can be a system, and you can call it whatever you like, in development program. But in the end, they all come from a competitive background, and just to win games and win it the way we've won it, it's just great for everybody involved in the program. Because when you think about the number of hours of volunteers put in, the travel for parents and family, just to see the euphoria that comes from a win like that is a wonderful moment.
We changed things up a little bit this week. Obviously, went in with a focus on mindset and seeing some of the other results this week and telling the boys, you get your mindset right, everything else will take care. We changed things up with our approach at halftime, given that we've been here week after week talking about our third quarters. And we started the third quarter well, but the Bushies got on top. Yeah. But there was some real momentum in that last quarter, and it really started Aiden Domick kicking 3 goals in about 3 minutes early in the quarter. That all of a sudden we've gone from that was a good goal to hang on a second.
Yeah, we got them quickly as well. But the other thing we've got to be mindful of too, using that word, Sean, is that we did defend well. So it was no good having 5 minutes of really good footy and then lose our way by not defending for a minute or two. So to restrict the opposition to 1 point, I think they got that 1 point very late in the quarter. At the same time, dominate them offensively was a wonderful moment. Yeah, and what you're talking about in mindset is that that's something you can control. Like we used, obviously, the carrot of the Western Jets winning yesterday over Oakley. You know, if you go on form and ladder and what's happened so far, that shouldn't happen. But when there's a belief, it's amazing what can happen. And the last quarter, we played well enough to be a catalyst for the belief, and in the end, the belief got us home.
And it was little things as well in that last quarter too. Yes, Aiden Domick kicked 3 goals. Yes, Keegan Gray stood up and kicked a couple of goals. But it was the attack on the footy and the attack on the Murray Bushrangers player that had the footy as well and forcing turnovers.
That's right.
Was just massive.
Yeah, well, we took them down from 24 marks in the third quarter to 7 in the last quarter. So we just denied them the ball, and when they got the ball, we didn't allow them to retain the ball. So it was just a combination of things that we've been saying for a while, Sean. And you're right, we needed to, as their coach and their coaching staff, we needed to change things up from what we had been doing, because we talked famously about the game we were within 4 points of the Chargers and you had 8 goals behind three-quarter time. Now people will say, yeah, but you were 7 or 8 goals behind today at three-quarter time. But sometimes the process of changing things up can lead to an outcome further down the track. It mightn't happen straight away, but the good thing is the players adapted to the change and responded to it really positively.
Gives us a chance now, obviously, with the bye coming up this week, the last 3 weeks of the season now, a real lift going into those last 3 weeks, where we've got 2 games at home out of the 3, and we've got some winnable games, and you never know what could happen if we get a couple of these games at the end of the year. We could end up extending the season past the last week. Yeah,
well, the most important thing, and I said this to the leaders when I met the leaders on Tuesday night of last week, and when I met the coaches, is that whatever we need to do, we need to finish the year really well. So we need to, whenever the season ends, we need to be able to reflect back and say, gee, we've turned things around. Today could be the time that we've done that. So, you know, what I would like to think is that we've gained a massive amount of belief today from our system and our ability to play. Let's now continue on with that momentum, even though the bye is there next week. Attack every game now like it's our last. Respond to all of the things that we've been requesting and finish the year on a good note.
It's going to make the drive home a bit sweeter now, Coach. Our first win since the 14th of May, and probably the best one in our time at the Rebels.
Yeah, well, I said to the boys in the rooms and their parents, it's very, very rarely will you see an 8-goal 2-quarter to a point when you are 7 goals behind. You might do that when you're 10 goals in front, but when you're 40-odd points behind at three-quarter time, to kick 8 goals too and restrict the opposition to 1 point, that's something very, very rare in footy and something that everyone involved wants to savour.
It was a special day. We'll go back and have a look at it and see if we can't capture lightning in a bottle going forward. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Sean.